Hey, what's good, everybody? This is 404 Arms here, back again. Oh man, this has been almost a month, but I want to show off something that I've been working on for almost a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months, really. I just haven't showed this on my page because as soon as I got it, I stripped it down. But I'm going to get into detail on that. But today I will be talking about my new gun purchase, which is the Kalashnikov USA KP9. It's a pistol. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, by the way, check out my page 404 Arms. Um, Link is in the description, by the way. But if you guys follow my page and if you guys been checking out my content for the past couple years, you guys will see that I'm a huge AK fan. That's just me personally. I love working on them. I love operating them. It's my favorite platform personally. I like ARs too, but it's just I have a special place in my heart for AKs. So let's get into it. So I've been always wanting a AK pistol that would be chambered in 9mm. Ever since the Century Arms released the Draco Nec 9. Um, Sorry about that. That's some bikers. Anyway, um, ever since Century released the Draco Nec 9, and when Charles Daly released the PAK 9, I was intrigued by it. I was skeptical of getting it, just because I didn't know too. It was so fair. It was so new, and I just didn't hear a whole lot about it at that time. But I just started doing more research about it, and I was on the verge of getting a Nec 9 at a gun show because it was a deal for like $5.99. And I think it came with a drum too. It was brand new. But I just didn't really care for that design. Even though they say Draco on the side of some of them now, I just didn't really care for that design too much. So uh, I waited for a few years, and then I did my research. Like I said, I'm an AK fan, so I did my research, and I saw, in Russia they had the Sagat 9 or the Vityaz 9, and I was very intrigued by it, just the looks and the function of it. And of course, at that time, it wasn't in the United States like that, unless you get like a chopped up parts kit, and it's like $3,000. So KUSA released the KP9, and that was something that I was super happy about because um, I could get a gun that would be a clone of the real Vityaz, and I could customize it. So that's what I did. So as soon as they got one in stock, and they were getting sold out pretty quick because, of course, people are buying up guns like crazy right now in America, with the election coming up and just the pandemic and everything. And you can even see my coffee cup look surprised because I got some 9mm. Look at his face over there. He's so surprised because I could not find 9mm for nothing right now. Anyway, so as soon as I bought this gun, I went up to Dahlonega Gun and Gold up in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is like 70 miles from where I live at. I picked this gun up, and as soon as I got it, I stripped it down. So let's get into it from what I've done to mine. And we're going to start from bottom to top. So what I did was I added on a double star brace, if you guys can see. It is an aluminum billet brace. I got this on Gunbroker for $50, which is a great deal because they actually go for like $100 and something brand new. So on my way up, I picked up a 1x19-inch buffer tube, which fits perfectly for that. As you can see, it aligns on there. And by the way, of course, firearm is clear. All the ammo is actually in the bowl. So, and also I picked up a Ace folding mechanism. Now Double Star actually sells this folding mechanism as well. You can pick it up. Excuse me for a second. So I picked up a Ace folding mechanism, which actually is sold by Double Star as well, which actually for me worked perfectly because it was inexpensive and it folds well. And as you can see, it closes up pretty well. There's a little bit of a gap right there, so it kind of has a bulge, but for the money you save, and for me, I picked it up because I also have it on my, fold it back, I have it on my Draco as well, and I've had this on my Draco for about, I guess, 2.5 years now. and it served me perfectly. It is not folded up on me. It doesn't bend. It's made out of aluminum as well, and it's a solid mechanism. And I had some experiences with different braces. More recently with the Strybog, actually, I had the SB Tactical FS913 brace, and if you could see it in my earlier video, it was folding up on me, and that was an issue that I was having. I wasn't too comfortable with that, but with this brace, it does not fold up on you. It doesn't give on you, and I highly recommend it for the price. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks, and it works great. It's a solid mechanism. So what I use to connect the brace to the the receiver is a 5.5 adapter. It has 6 holes for the installation, as you can see right there. If you can get some camera, yeah. So I actually got that from Circle 10 AK, and by the way, check out those guys. Highly recommend them too. And the reason why I say I highly recommend them is not only do you get the adapter, but they give you a whole installation kit. From my kit, I actually had a filing kit in there, and some sandpaper and just a whole bunch of stuff that will actually help you install this, which I really didn't need it actually, because it was pretty much a direct fit. But I mean, I was really pleased with their service. So on down to it, I picked up a Tango Down grip. I originally had the US palm grip, which is, of course, that's like the origin of that design. But the only reason why I changed it out, and I'm going to use it eventually, but the only reason why I changed it out is because the the US palm doesn't have the grip plug, which I do need, and I prefer to have that because I actually do carry stuff in my grip. So I switched it out for that, and I really do like it. I like the grip on it. It's really good purchase on it, and it feels good in the hand, especially with that texture. As far as the trigger is concerned, it's the standard Kalashnikov USA trigger, but my hammer was actually a Tapco USA hammer. So I decided not to change it out. I could have, because this one actually has the ALG trigger in it, but I decided not to. So I just polished up the contacting surfaces, and it's a very smooth trigger now. As you can see, like I said, this gun is empty, but so it's a super it's a very super light and crisp trigger. Alright, so on down to the front of it, I added on a Zenico Vityaz rail, and this one's actually specifically made for the Vityaz. They have the standard AK rails also, but this one is made for the Vityaz. And I really wanted one of these because I wanted to add some accessories on it. So it does have the pick rail. This is a 3-sided pick rail, so you have one on each side, left, right, and the bottom. And you can also add a upper Vityaz Picatinny rail if you wanted to, or any other accessory, but I chose to get this one. And the reason why I chose to get this one is because I was actually inspired by A&R Designs take on the KP9, the way they had theirs set up. I really liked it theirs. The only thing about theirs was that they had a SBR, and this is considered a pistol. So I changed it out for the Russian laminate furniture, as well as refinishing my gas tube. And the reason why I say it like this is because this is actually a blowback gun, but in standard AKs this would be considered a gas tube. So more recently, I picked up this Surefire X200 light. Now I'm going to be honest with you, this light isn't super bright. It's about like 60 lumens, so it's a very dull light. As you can see, it's not the brightest, but it does the job, and it's super durable, just like any other Surefire product. And I picked it up for little to nothing. I think I got it for like 50 bucks. And of course it's used. As you can see, it's got some dings on it. It's got a little bit of wear, but like I said, it serves the purpose. It works well. As you can see, Like I said, it's not overly bright like how Olight would be, or you know, the Surefire X300s or something like that, the Scout lights, but it does the job. And for that price, I'm not complaining too much about it. So right now, that is my complete build on it. But I'm very pleased with the firearm so far. This is like the magazine. I love the fact that it's curved, and that's another thing that I was very pleased about over like the NAC 9 rather, because they are the straight Glock magazines, and some of the other AK pistols would have like that straight style magazine. These are proprietary magazines, by the way, but you would want to have a little bit of a curvature to it so it can be a little bit more reliable. Sometimes with guns that have a straight magazine, the rounds would typically bind up, so you kind of want to look for one with a little bit of a curvature to it so it can aid in reliability. But you can see it's a very, very small package. It's even smaller than a Draco, and that's my latest build on my pistol, and I am super happy with it. Thank you guys so much for checking out my page. There will be a few more things added to it. I will be adding an optic on it, probably a Zenico RKP, no, excuse me, RK6 grip on it. Whew, it's the morning time, you guys. I am just waking up, but yeah, there's a few other things I do want to add, like a pressure switch to that light. And yeah, you guys will be seeing on the range soon. Thank you guys so much for checking out my page. Hope you guys subscribe. 404 Arms. Subscribe to me on Instagram, 404 Arms. Everything's 404 Arms. Thank you guys so much. Be blessed. Be safe. See ya.